Hi guys, welcome to Data Talk with Ifine. In my previous video I discussed about Excel, how it's being used in data analysis, how data analysts use Excel to get data-driven decisions and solve business problems. In today's video I'll be discussing about SQL. SQL stands for Structural Query Language. It's used to communicate with the databases, and also I'll be using the CRUD, the core operation CRUD, which stands for create, read, update and delete. I'll be using it to explain how SQL can be used for data analysis. So please stay tuned as we jump into the practical aspect of this video. What you are seeing on my screen is a MySQL workbench. Is a graphics user interface for data analysis. This is like a dashboard where analysis is being carried out, where data are being stored, managed and extracted. So I'll just give a brief overview about this interface you're seeing. If you look at this schema, this is the name of my database, and these are the tables under my database. These are the tables I've created under or inside this database. This is where you see your database. You can also see the name of your database here. This is where your database or your data are being saved. This is your database. Then these are the tables inside the database. So today I'll be creating a table called sales. This is a command line for it. These are the columns and these are the data type. The first column is customer ID and the data type is integer, and is primary key, is also a primary key, and an auto increment. Auto increment means I don't have to literally add numbers to the values I'll be adding. It will automatically add those numbers for me. Yeah, this is customer name. Varchar means it's going to be in a text, that is the data type is going to be in a text format, and is going to house 50 characters. Same for product. Quantity is integer, then sales is decimal, and it's going to have 2 decimal points. So this is a command line. How do we run this code, or how do we execute this command? You can either highlight your command and click on execute, or you just take your mouse pointer to the last semicolon and press Ctrl Enter in your keyboard. Then when you look at your output, this good sign means your code has been run successfully. This is the information is bringing out. So how do we see this table we just created? You can come to this side, right click and refresh. If you notice, our sales table has been added. So in today's video I'll be using CRUD, which stands for create, read, update and delete, to just give a brief explanation on how SQL is being used by data analysts. CRUD, this is a core operation used to manage data in databases. So the C in CRUD stands for create. We've just created a table, so the next is to read it. I'm using the CRUD as an illustration. The next is to read it. How do you read what you've created? To read your work, you select it out and make sure when calling these command lines it's being typed in a capital letter. So we'll say select all from, then you call the name of your table. The name of our table is sales. Control Enter. So this is the table we've created. It's showing null because we've not added any value to it. These are columns. This is customer ID, customer name, product, quantity and sales. So the next thing we'll be doing is to insert into this table we've created. Insert doesn't fall under CRUD, but it's one of the important things to do, or one of the important things data analysts are known for while working with SQL or database. So to insert, we just say insert into sales, then we'll call our columns. make sure your columns is having the correct name. So we insert into customer name, products, quantity, then sales. What are we inserting into it? Value. This value are the things that what will come as the rows. So I just want us to insert like 2 values. So the customer name can be Paul. When writing text, it should be house by double quotes. This is to show that is a text or a value rather. The customer name is Paul. The product he bought is rice. The quantity is 10. Then the amount he bought it is 20k. Close your parenthesis. You use comma. Let's create another value entry. This person's name is going to be Sarah. She bought beans. She bought 15 bags and at the price of 30k. Close your parenthesis. Then you end your command line with a semicolon and you run your code. All these good signs you are seeing is showing that your code command is correct. So let's see what we just imputed. You can just copy your select, paste it here, and you run it. So as you can see, our data have been added to our work or our table. If you notice, we didn't add a customer ID while inserting records. Why? Because we set it as auto increment and is a primary key, so we don't have to do it. The computer does it for us. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to update these values. That is the next thing. You use the command line update. You run it. Then you check what you've just done. So this is 20. It has changed our quantity for Paul to 20. So this is how you update data sets you update table in your database. So the last thing I'll be doing is to delete. Delete is what ends the CRUD acronyms. We've explained create, we've explained read, we've explained update, and the last is delete. To delete, you use the command line drop table, then you call the name of your table, sales. So we are telling the computer to drop table and the name is sales. You run your code. It's telling us drop table sales, right? Showing us correct. So now we have successfully deleted our table. If you notice, our sales table is no longer here. So we successfully deleted our table. So guys, I've just used my SQL workbench to explain how SQL is being run by data analysts, to either create table, to either insert into the table, update this table, or delete it when there's no need of it being used again. So guys, this is how SQL is being used in real life data analysis. We were able to cover CRUD operation in SQL. We're also able to retrieve and filter data. In my next video, I'll be discussing about how to visualize this data using Power BI. Kindly like, share, subscribe to this video. Bye guys.